Some of these I'm surprised about, some I am not. Oh hey guys, it's mtoad2006 here. You're wondering what I'm reading over here. Well, I was going over a list of the comments that I received on my last video from the Let's Ask You portion, and some of you were very direct. So let's go over them right now. First of all, Nick Coleman should do political videos. Nick, do we not have enough news in the politics these days? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, me doing politics, that's a big no-no. It's not up my alley, and not only that, we just have so much politics in the news these days. It's just like eating dinner at the dinner table. For the appetizer, you have politics. For the main entree, you have politics. And what do you have for dessert? Politics. I'm just providing a big example right now. The truth of the matter is, we just have so much politics in the news these days. We just need a breather. I have nothing against politics, but it's time that we change the subject. It's time that we change pace, add a little variety, add a little spice, that sort of thing. So, no, do not expect me to do politics. And another good reason is because I'm very conservative. I have friends who are Democratic, who are Republican, who are Libertarian, and who are very undecided. But, the truth of the matter is, if I do anything political, I'll just be adding fuel to the fire. And I mean that in the literal sense. So, no, I'm not going to do anything like that. Besides, we just have so much in the politics, especially in the news these days. It's just time that we change subjects. So, that's pretty much me. Tony G. Wild, Wheel of Fortune on Super Nintendo. Of course, he did say SNES, but that's the abbreviation for Super Nintendo. Since I am returning to gaming, then I likely will do something like that. But also, don't forget, there are other games coming up, like F1 Pole Position and F1 Pole Position 2. There could also be some more Super Mario Kart. There'll be more F-Zero for sure. And, the list, there's a lot of good games coming. So yeah. Well, I'll definitely keep Wheel of Fortune in mind for sure. Some guy 23475 with his comment, he's actually against me with video games. He actually literally said, no more video games. Some guy, I remember I responded to him saying, well, if you don't want me to do video games, then what do you want me to do? And, I know some people are subscribed to me for one subject only, but the truth of the matter is, gaming is a good passion of mine, and there are some old systems that desire to be played again. Like the Super Nintendo, the N64, and the PlayStation, and whatnot, basically. And I'm still going to do video gaming regardless, but I will tell you right now, my Nintendo 64 is pretty much, it needs to get serviced, because I'm going to show you this picture right here. The reset button actually is jammed on my console, and because of that, I can't play any video games or anything like that. So until I get the reset button serviced, then no, there will be no more Nintendo 64 games for me per se, but there will be more Super Nintendo, there will be other games coming up soon, but no, I do not intend to stop video gaming. It's family fun, and it should add some fun and excitement to this channel, so that's pretty much it right there. And last but not least, G-Money. Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised about this, and I know some agree with him on this. Bring back game shows. Some people just didn't want me to retire from the Game Show Temple, but I did, and for good reason as well. My life was changing, and it still has changed. It's still changing, as a matter of fact. And, the Game Show Temple fell lower and lower on the totem pole, and it was just, it was tough, but it was the truth. And for the over 7 years that I was involved with the Game Show Temple, I had put a lot of effort into it, and in March 2015 it just ran its course. And I know that Sony was a good contributing factor to it, what with the worldwide blocks and then the copyright strike that I got from the Joker's Wild, just by sharing this stuff. I never made anything at the Game Show Temple. I didn't make anything sharing the episodes that I had in my collection. I never made anything doing Game Show Temple Live, nor did I make a single red cent with my projects. Yes, I know I came back with a project earlier this year when I did Scrabble in the memory of Reg Grundy and Charlie Tuna, both of whom we lost last year. But, and some people may be wondering with the Bring Back Game Shows comment, if I will be able to do any more projects. No, I do not intend to do anything more because, I'm just so focused on what life is giving me right now. And the fact of the matter is, I'm focused on them. And, towards the Game Show Temple, if I were to revive it, now everybody knows what happened with the website. My provider changed servers, and when that happened, I literally lost everything associated with the Game Show Tuple. And the truth of the matter is, if I were to revive it, I would have to start completely from scratch. I would have to buy a brand new domain name for the website. I would have to rebuild the homepage, rebuild the video database, re-interview everybody, and do everything else all over again. And you know, it's just too much of a hassle. So, no. I'm afraid I just don't have time for it anymore. I mean, yes, I know some of you go, oh, but what about Vimeo? What about Dailymotion? What about these other video sharing websites? Can't you go to them? I remember very well that some people were begging me to reconsider my decision to retire. But no, some people just need to understand that the Game Show Tuple completely phased out because my life is changing. I'm trying to finish my education, I'm trying to get my career off the ground, and everything else like that. And, you know, because of all that, the Game Show Tuple fell lower and lower on the totem pole. And there's no way that it's going to become a huge priority anymore because, you know, it's just completely phased out. So no, I'm sorry, the Game Show Tuple is gone. We can remember the good times that we had with it, but, you know, it's just time to say, hey, it was fun, let's move forward. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. And so I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you're enjoying May this far. Excuse me, I had a little fog in my throat, but I'm okay. But until we see each other again, I hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you all soon. Take care.